I think they are doing well. They are getting ready for the season. So yeah.
Cool. Nice. Awesome. All right. Well, good luck with the preparations. Good luck with all of that. I know that it's definitely a challenge sometimes. So I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you. Yeah.
Sarah, when you give me the thumbs up, we can kind of begin this officially.
Okay, we're waiting for folks to come in.
And Both, you can hear us and see us okay?
Perfectly, yes.
Okay.
It looks like I have 19 kids in.
Have you been doing Zooms with family?
No, we had it like when we came back from vacation.
Yeah.
Just
Catch up.
to get the rules and everything.
Yeah.
I've not done like.
Yeah. Usually you just talk on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
We're kind of holding at 18 here, 19, waiting for kids to register and get in.
Okay. I think once we kind of hit that 2022 mark, we should just kind of go. And I can go troubleshoot for the kids who are still kind of straggling.
Okay. I think maybe you should do that now. We have been at 18 for quite some time now.
Okay.
So, Ms. McGuire, should we get, since.
Yeah, give him just a minute and then we'll get started in 1 minute.
Okay. And you guys can hear me okay?
Yep, no problem.
Okay.
So are the students, are they there somewhere?
Yeah, since it's in a webinar mode, so they can see us, but we can't see them, basically.
Okay. But are they in a room at the school right now?
Yeah, they're in their fine arts rooms, so.
Okay, cool.
Poor Coach Long is running all over the place right now, making sure that people have registered. You know, you could solve for one thing.
That's right.
So participants, you will not be able to chat with the host or the panelists. If you do have a burning question, please use the Q&A function and we'll see what we can do. Aiden, do you know if there's time for Q&A?
If we have some time left over, I think so. But the questions that we have might take up all the time. I don't know.
Okay, there you have it, participants. There may not be time for Q&A. All right, Aiden, I think you can go ahead and get started. I'm going to mute myself and thank you all.
Okay. Well, nice to meet you, everyone. Thank you for being here.
All right.
No, wait.
So that 18, Sarah, is a little bit misleading. We have a whole class logged into one computer on a big screen.
Love it. Okay, we're up to 40 now, so I think we're okay. And I just want to remind everybody that when I'm sharing my screen, you can't see. So there you go.
So, nice to meet you. Thank you for your time. How should I, Darcy, should I call you Dio or?
Yeah, I think Dio is fine.
Okay. So, sorry, this is my first time ever interviewing someone, so.
We'll go easy on you, Aiden.
Yeah.
Thank you. So first, I just want to get started by asking, what's your favorite football memory or soccer memory? Just
Um,
like
my favorite football memories. Yeah, I think most of it will be like in Real to Dream in Ghana. I joined the academy like in 2012, and I've been there for like 8 years, and I've had a chance to travel a lot once I was there. Since I was like 15, I was going to international tournament, and I think I remember we had a good squad, and we were winning most of the tournament, and we were doing really well. Like we were just beating teams around Europe, and I think that's like good like memories for me. It was like at a young age to explore Europe and dominate them also. Yeah.
so. How does your favorite, or if your favorite memory plays into your goal, just like whether you have a goal and um, like what that goal is, like for football and maybe just the future.
Yeah, like I had like the goal was to like join in the academy. Like the way it works in Africa, like when you are young, you always want to like go like in the academy where you can develop yourself as a football player and also as a human being also. So like that was like the main goal for me when I was young. So and so I had a chance to go to that dream like in Ghana, and yeah, so that was like where the goal, and that's where like the memory started because like I was able to join the academy in Ghana and then started to play football, and then that's when it took me to go to Europe and play the tournament and experience a lot in Europe before I came to North Zealand to start my career as a footballer.
And so, what is your dream like? And how does your goal, if it does, or your play into that dream?
My dream is to play for my country national team and also like play in Barcelona. So like I always have this dream like no matter what I've like not like had a thought where I'm going to like change my dream or anything like that. Even now, even though it was like really tough for me at some point of my life, and so I still like remain with the dream to play for my national team, also to play for Barcelona in the future.
And so, does having that dream scare you? Does it, yeah, does it like, yeah,
Yeah, I think it does sometimes. Like even at the moment, like I'm out, I can't like play, I can't do anything at the moment. I have a fracture in my ankle, and and sometimes I ask myself some questions if I'm able to come back strong or I'm gonna be able to come back and do what I was doing before. And yeah, like I think like those are some of the things that like scares me, and I feel like, but like I still keep the good spirit in me because I know like definitely I'm going to come back strong and then be able to achieve my dream and my goals.
so uh, why does it scare you? Like, what are the, yeah,
Like why like like mm, like for me it was all about like getting to get the first step of my career to get to break through into a team in Europe, and then I did that for the first time, and it's good that I did it, but then also like it scares me sometimes because I know there are like competitions here also because I was like very good like in my youth development in Gratitude Dream, so and I was coming to face different players here and different like characters, so I had to like push harder and show the coach that I'm better than them, and like that's kind of like pressure, and if you are working towards your dream and your goal, and so these are like some of the things that can like that have been like scaring me a lot sometimes, but then I know like I can do it, so I didn't see like that as like so much big thing, but then I know it's scaring me sometimes, like I put like so much pressure on myself, so like that's yeah one thing that scares me about like achieving my dream and my goals.
so what are some challenges that you think will like be on the way to achieving your dream? Uh, to-
Some challenges that are going to that I'm going to face. I think I've faced like some of it already, and like I said, like, I have this injury, but then I still have the good vibes and good spirit that I'm going to come back strong, and I know like there are going to be like ups and downs, and I've only played like as a football professional a year, and then I've seen a lot of things that happen, and most of the challenges like in Denmark, like it was really good for me, and I think I'm getting used to the weather, but then yeah, I think there are bigger challenges ahead of me that I don't even know at the moment, but then I'm like preparing to get there because I'm getting like the best education here, like as football player, and then I think like yeah, I'm facing like some of the challenges, but it's not like so much. So like I said, I don't even know the challenges that I'm going to face like in front there.
what were some challenges that you faced up or faced growing up and like at Right to Dream or just going there?
So before I joined Try to Dream, I know I had a lot of tries in Africa. Like we didn't have so many like academies where you can go and like show your skills and develop as a footballer. And I remember like I'm from Ivory Coast, and I had like a try in one of the big academy in my country, and I was they said I was not good enough to be there. So like those were some of the tough like challenges I faced. Cause like I thought like that was like the only way to take the next step for my dream and my goals, and then it didn't work for me. So it was like really tough for me to I don't know like, and then I also like had to leave my country and go and try like different places, and it didn't happen. And luckily, I got a chance to join that dream in 2012. Yeah, and so before that, I was like really grateful, and I was like happy, and I also like I knew that I was like good enough to stay in that dream, and I got a chance to be in that dream. But before that, like I've had so many challenges, like getting into like an academy to take the next step for my development.
And how old were you when you did that trial in Ivory Coast?
I was 10.
10.
For
Yeah. Okay.
that dream, yeah.
Yeah.
So like at the early age, I was already like aware of what I wanted and like where I wanted to take the next step for my football career.
How about at your early days at FCN? How did were there any big challenges that you faced, or were they just extensions of like what you had experienced before?
For me, I won't say like at FCN I've faced so many challenges. Like I said, the weather was like one of the big challenge for me, and like it was also like a big step for my life because like I was 18 and I joined FCN, and I was going to live on my own and I was going to do everything on my own. So I was sometimes missing my family, and but then I would say like I've not like really had so many challenges here because like I also like know some of the players here because like when we were young, we were integrating together with Red Dream and FCN to go and play those tournaments in Europe now when we were 15. So I think it was kind of like a build up for my next step, and that made me easier to integrate in FCN when I was 18. So like I didn't have so many challenges at the beginning of my career at FCN.
So you said weather. How is the weather different in Denmark versus Ghana and the Ivory Coast? And has that, has that
It's there's a really big difference. No, it's like it's like in the winter at the moment, like it's just see snow, and I joined like the team in January 2020. Right? Yeah, and then yeah, when I came and I saw the snow and everything, it was like really cool to play. Back in Africa, it's like we play in like 28 degrees, 30 degrees, and you get the sun and it's really warm. But here, like it's freezing in the playing, and it was like really difficult for me.
so would you say you're accustomed to the weather now, or is it still kind of like,
Obviously, I don't think I have the secret to for the weather now, but then I think like what I do most is like in my position, like I run a lot, so to keep myself warm. So I try to do everything like extra so I can keep myself warm and be active on a pitch. So like I think that's one thing I do a lot. But I don't have a secret here to for the for the weather.
Um, so, what kept you going in the moments of challenge that you've experienced along the way? And
What kept me going is I think mostly is like my dream and had a promise from my family also because like I was like really young and I knew what I wanted because like I had like a lot of fails like because I couldn't like join some academy. So when that dream came, and my parents didn't want me to go to Ghana because like I was young, they were scared and everything. But then I had to like make this promise to my dad especially because like he didn't want me to go. So I think like that promise like is the one that keeps me going because like I told them like I want to put them in a better life and more comfortable life. And so like, I think that's one thing that keeps me going. And I don't want to like also like lose my dream as well also because I know it's just like the beginning of my career as a footballer. So and there's still more to do. So I think I don't feel relaxed. I think there's still more work to do. So I think that are the things that like, keep me going.
so you have a really cool story and we're all impacted by it. How does it feel knowing that so many players from Ghana and the Ivory Coast and around here too look up to you as a role model, as someone who has gone past so many adversary sorry yeah yeah, so how does it feel just knowing that you're a role model for so many people around the world?
Well, I feel really happy and grateful for that. And I know like I know I'm just beginning and I've not like reached anywhere like in football. Like if you look at like some players from my country, Drogba like that, I think still have a long way to get there. And I know like even from what I've done already, people are watching me and people are like trying to look up to me and they want to be like me. And that's like one thing that I'm really happy about. And I think it's most important to set the standard for myself and even achieve higher goals and do better things that are going to like push people to do like me or to be better than me. So like at the moment I have my little brother who's back in gratitude and that's like also a good thing because I know like I've had an influence in him also because he wanted to be like me. He wanted to take the same step as I'm taking at the moment. So and I want like everybody to also like try and do that back at my country or my area where I'm from. So and I know like when I came to Denmark, also people like young people are also watching me. They like the way I play, and I know like my story is really like influencing them, and I want to see people also like me getting higher than me and yeah, achieving their goals also. Yeah.
So how does your status as a role model for so many people shape your relationship with your little brother? And like how do you talk to him about like what you do?
So like how I talk to my brother, like how what I do, and is that a question?
Yeah. What kind of, because you're a role model to him and to a lot of people, what are some of the ways that you talk to him about it?
Yeah, like from like you know me better. Like I'm a person who doesn't like to talk a lot, and because like I see myself as a young person also, and I also like have to like watch people and take example from people. So like I mostly like don't talk a lot, but then what I do most is I perform on a page and I like work hard to show that like I really want it. So I know this part of me as as really like put thought in people's mind to want to be like me or want to do as me. But like my brother, like I don't talk much to him. I just want him to experience the way I've experienced. Cause I remember I was like when I went to Ghana, I was very little and I couldn't speak any English and I was like struggling at the beginning. But then I want him to experience that. But he's lucky because like he has some friends there who speak French and it get help from the student also. So I think it's I just want him to experience the academy and go through what he's going through and I'm sure he's going to like be fine. Yeah.
How old is he now?
He's 11.
He's 11.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what advice do you have for other kids chasing their dreams? Just yeah.
For me, like what I always say like is for them to keep their goals and their dreams no matter what happens. They should never like lose their dreams and goals because like at some point of our life like we are almost like going to be like we are going to give up or something like that and these are like the things where you find yourself and where you really know yourself because like if you lose your dream then I don't know what maybe like you are going through some difficulties and you just don't have to like lose the why like you don't have to lose it because like you have to remember why we started and it's better to keep your ambition and just keep on working towards your dream because it's really important because at some point of your life you will be like I can't do it anymore but then it's going to be like good to go through the pain and then get to where you want to get.
So for you, who were the important people that helped you just chase your dreams and like uh yeah.
Yeah, I think my family, I'll put my family first because I know my dad didn't even want me to play football. And I remember like I was getting in troubles and I was getting a lot of punishment from him because like I was almost playing every time and I was coming home late. And yeah, I think like at some point they understood what I wanted and they really helped me to to play. And I think the decision came from my dad because like I know if he didn't allow me to join that team in 2012, I wouldn't be here at the moment. So I think he made a good decision. Like, but I also persuaded him because I wanted to to go out and experience everything. And I also think Right to Dream Academy is also like a big influence to my development and to what I'm doing now and the person I am today. I think they have really helped me and yeah, I've had like a lot of good classes there and I was able to pick up the good things whilst my time in Gratitude and I think I'm applying to my life at the moment. So I think Gratitude is also like a big part in my journey.
So what lessons or values do you from your family do you carry with you now? And
So I'm a religious person and my dad is religious and he has a faith. So I think I picked that from my family and you have like in my family also like you have to work for your things, and you have to like do like everything 100% to show that you want it. So I think that's one thing I picked from my dad and my mom also, and yeah, I think like these are like the most values and I picked from my family.
What was it that your father wanted you to do if you didn't play football?
He wanted me to go to school.
Okay.
I was going to school, but then I was like, I was sometimes like because of football, like I would skip some classes
Mhm.
and go and play. And
Okay.
then when you find out, then you will not be happy with
Yeah.
me. And so, yeah. But when I came to that team, like everything was structured.
Yes.
So I had to go to classes and have training. So it was good that I had this structure in my life to continue my development
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
young player. Yeah.
Okay.
So you talked about your religion. Could you tell us more about it and whether it helps you or how it helps you just from day to day?
Yeah, I think it's helping me like every day. And like I said, like I have this injury I'm carrying now, and like I know it's because I believe and I have the faith. And like some people can just lose their career and then not be able to play. But then I was lucky. I was told I was going to come back like in some time, so that's a good thing. And I know like most players, like when they get injured, like it's like really tough for them to like work back their way to the pitch, and they have like difficulties with their mind, and they are because they have a lot going on. They are not on the pitch. They are missing football. But then I see everything like there's purpose on why I got injured, and because I believe in God, and I think there's good things that are coming ahead. So I'm just being patient, and I pray every day that I come back stronger. But I also work hard in the gym and listen to my physios and do everything the right way.
So how have your teammates helped you at FCN or at Right to Dream? Just
Yeah, they have really helped me a lot. They have helped me a lot, and like I've had a chance, I've had a chance to know them when we were all like 15, and FCNA we use like young players for the first team. So luckily we were together like 3 years. We have known each other for 3 years, and so there's this kind of personal relationship between me and my teammate here in FCN. So I think like we understand each other, and I think for the first year I've played my professional career, I think they have really had an impact in me, and that was because like I've known them for a very long time, and I was able to communicate with them and play the way I'm playing because like we understand each other for a very long time. So they have that's like one thing that they have helped me to show my skills to the world.
um so do your teammates have tough days, and do you help them on their tough days? Uh, yes.
As if you have told this like
Yeah. So do you also help your teammates when they have tough days?
yeah, I do help them a lot also. Like I'm someone who likes to dance a lot in the dressing room and to have fun. So I think like when I see them they are not happy, then I just like try to put some music on, and I know like everybody have like you have different in like in many ways, but then I try and do like to like just put a smile on someone's face, like just like dance around in the dressing room, play music, and yeah, I think like that's like one thing I've done a lot. And also on the pitch, I also like see like I put my team before myself, so I put my teammate before me. So like I always care about my teammate, and so like I'm ready to do anything for them, like anytime also.
So why do you find it important to help your teammates? Does it work in the spirit of teamwork or for some other reason?
Yeah, I think it's spirit of teamwork, and I see it like as like if you make someone better, like you help someone to be better, I think definitely people are going to see you also. So I think it's more important to always put the team before yourself. I know like I'm a technical player, and I can do a lot of things with the ball, and I run a lot and I do a lot for my team. But I always like put the team before myself. So like I always think of myself like second option. But then I take care of myself and I do what I have to do. But then I think it is like really important to to respect your teammate, and yeah,
So
I think someone's
last questions. What does football represent? And um, yeah, I know you talked about playing for national team, but where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
yeah, for me like I want to play in the Champions League, and I want to play in the top top leagues. And yeah, doing that I have to like work hard a lot. And then I know I've not played like in the youth national team, but then my main dream also is to be like in the team A national team. And yeah, but at the moment I just want to come back stronger and work my way out and help my team to be in the top six at the moment, because we are about to start our second what's it like,
Second part of the season.
yeah, second part of the season. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like working my way back to be in the team. But then I also like want to play in the Champions League and win it also as well.
So for what is the Champions League for those of us that don't know what it is?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So the Champions League, like the Europe Champions League, is the top four teams from each teams like in Europe who like participate in the Champions League, in the Europe Champions League. And they play, it's like a tournament. And they, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I think
So it's going to be the best teams in all of Europe playing against each other in a tournament. So that means that the biggest clubs and the best players are playing in those matches.
Okay, so that's the last question here. So I think we might be able to open up the Q&A now.
Hi, if you have any questions, you can type into the Q&A here and we can ask them and read them out loud for all of us. So in the Q&A part of the webinar, please type in anything that you might want to ask about or hear more about on. So, and if you're going to read some of the questions, you can sift through it.
So this first question is from one of our teachers here at Roycemore. Which players had an influence on you growing up?
So it's this first one.
Yeah.
Which players influenced you growing up, Drogba or Michael Essien?
Yeah, I think I would say Drogba mostly, because he you have to like explain why.
Yeah.
So yeah, Drogba, because like like Drogba like has done a lot for my country, and he like he's really a role model for people to see. And like I don't see him as just as a football player or a legend or something like that. I think he has done really a lot. Like I've heard this story like when I was young, like we had like a civil war in my country, and then they were playing like in the national team and they qualified, and Drogba like stood for the whole nation and spoke up about the civil war that was happening, and he didn't want to see that, because like we are all fighting to bring a good image for our country. And I think like when I heard that story, I think Drogba has been like one of my role models as well. So Drogba is more.
And I should add that Michael Essien, he now works with Diomande. He's one of our coaches, so he works here at the football club, and so
Yeah,
he was probably a role model for Dio in some ways, but now he's also his coach directly. So
yeah,
he's getting a little bit of both Drogba and Essien here.
yeah. Lucky me.
Yeah.
Okay, like yeah. And Essien is helping me a lot also, in my teammates with a lot of things on the pitch and off the pitch.
So this is a question from one of our students here at Roycemore. How did COVID-19 affect the ability to play football at FCN?
COVID-19. I think when it began, like we had to stop our league, and we were like doing very well. My team, we were like really on fire. We won like 3 games in a row, and then we were like already like ready to go to the best three like in the league. And then the COVID-19 like came, and then it affected a lot, and we had to like stay home. We couldn't play, and some players like were like it was really difficult for them, but for me it was okay, because I was still doing my work. We were given some work to do and training to do. So yeah, but it affected like somehow my team, because like we were like really on a good level to be a good team in Denmark.
So, find another question. So what do you feel like? Which emotions do you feel when you're playing football, like during a game? Like,
I think there's a whole lot of emotion like on the pitch. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot going on the pitch, and mostly like you can like lose your temper most of the time because like you are running and a lot happens, and mostly it happens with the maybe the decision that the referees makes and all that, and also like you have like a lot of pressure for yourself, and yeah, you have like a lot of demands from your coach, and so that's like you have like so many things going in your head when you are playing, and with your teammates you want like some of them like telling you are not doing good enough, and you have to like wake up and get in the game, and so like these are like all kinds of emotions that are like are going through the game.
okay, another question.
Someone asked if this was a football pitch behind us, and I should say we're in the stadium where Dio plays, so you can see that a little bit, just so everyone has a sense of where we are.
That's cool. From a question from one of our students. What is your favorite part of football? Just like,
Yeah, I think my favorite part of football is like, and football is like a team sport, and like we get to meet new people, and you get to meet like different people from different places. Like yeah, we have like different diversities and all that, and I think like likely that's good because like yeah, like someone like, and you are learning from people, like you are learning from different cultures and like different belief and all that. I think like that's one good thing that football brings. And also I think football, like people look at football a lot, especially in Africa, and I know like in the whole world, but then in Africa people really like watch football, and they really listen to footballers. So I think football is one like platform where you can like speak out so people can like really like listen to you, and I think like that's a good thing if like you're a footballer and you are playing football.
um, so this is from another one of our faculty. When did you know that you wanted to play football?
Good question. I don't remember because I don't remember when I knew I wanted to play football, but then I know like my mom has been telling me this story like when I was like so little. I was just kicking like anything I see that is like round, that's like kind of football shape. I'm just kicking around when I started working, and so I think from those ages, like I don't even like remember when I knew I wanted to play football. But I was just like playing in my community, and then people saw me, and people thought I was good enough to be like in an academy or a team to get more development, and yeah, but I don't really remember when I knew. Yeah.
Did your older brother play?
Yeah, he did, but then I think he was playing for fun.
Okay.
He was just playing for fun, yeah.
Okay.
But I think I wanted to take it to different level in my family. Yeah.
This is from a question from one of the students here. Do you ever get bored of football, or is it just
No, I don't football. I love football, so I don't think I'm ever going to get bored with it, and it's a good thing because like I do what I love, and I get what I want, and I'm lucky to have people around who are like also helping me in like I have Esen here, like I wouldn't imagine that Esen is going to be my coach like in future, and so I don't think like um, I'm ever going to get bored. Football, yeah.
so? This is a question from our head of school. What is your daily schedule like? How many hours do you spend on academics, and how many hours a day do you spend on training and athletics?
So yeah, we spend like two 2 hours, eh? Yeah, I think 2 hours. We like the longest day we can have here like we have like mostly training in the morning, and it will take like 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours, and also sometimes you have gym also in the afternoon, so where you go in the gym to do some like works in our to prevent like injuries to build muscles and all this. So I think like yeah, I think that's mostly our schedule.
Mm. And then video analysis.
Yeah, video analysis also like we come here like in the morning, we have breakfast, and then we do a bit of video analysis, and we go for prep to prepare our muscles for training. Then we have training. Then some days we have like two gyms, like 2 times training in the gym in a week. Yeah, just like it's almost like my schedule. And we
Mm.
have the games like mostly on the weekends, and yeah.
And then travel.
And then yeah, travel also. When we have an away game, we travel. Yeah, and sometimes we have days off in a week. Sometimes we don't have day off. So like that's also tough.
This is another question from one of our faculty. How would you describe the way you play? Like,
The way I play, I think I like to be on the ball. I like to be creative with the ball. Yeah, I think that's most of my attribute as a footballer, and I like to make a lot of runs, and so I just like want to be on the ball most of the time and be creative. Yeah.
And I would also add that it might be nice for people to hear too that one of Diomande's strengths is that he plays a lot of positions. So even in his short time in the professional team here, he's played at least 3 positions that I can think of.
Yeah.
On the left side of the pitch usually. But in his academy period, he also played, I can think of at least 1 other position too, maybe 2 others. Yeah. So he's been, one of his strengths has been his flexibility and his ability to adapt to different situations and bring good decision making and ball control and game understanding to a variety of situations.
so this is a question from actually one of our PE coaches. Have you played with or against players who have trained here in the States, and what are your thoughts on American players generally?
American players like
Yeah. Have you played against any?
yeah, I think I did. I think it was yeah, I did in Northern Ireland.
Hmm.
I think they were yeah, they were quite good. Because like we had a tournament in Northern Ireland, and we had like the senior team and the younger team. It was under 18s and under 15s, and I think I remember they actually beat our senior team.
Okay.
Yeah, I think yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I know for that team they were good. They were really structured, and
Okay.
they had like good positioning, and they actually know what they were doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Johnny.
Yeah, also Johnny. Yeah, Johnny is one of the guys from America, and is really good. He's a really good player. Also,
Yeah.
I really like him. Yeah.
We have a player from America on the first team here. His name is Jonathan Eamon, and he's from South Carolina, but he's been in Denmark for 4 or 5 years, and he's injured right now. But he's a very good player and played for the U.S. national team a few times in 2019. So he's once he comes back from injury, we're optimistic he'll make a big impact.
Another question from one of our students: what is your favorite position, or do you not have one?
Yeah, I like to play in the middle. Yeah, anywhere in the middle. So like 6, 8, or 10. Yeah, that's like my favorite position. But then, like we'll say, like I've been like trying like different positions since I was in graduate dream. So that helped me to 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 get like options. Yeah, because like the coach like knew that I could play like different position, and he could use me for the help of the team for different games and different tactics. And so I was also like lucky for that part, and I think I deserve that because like I've worked hard to learn to play like different position. even though it was no like understandable, and it was really like tough for me at the beginning.
So I think just to clarify, because people may not have caught what Dio said there, there's 3 positions in our system in the central part of the field, and those are a number 6, a number 8, and a number 10. And when Dio says those 3 numbers, he's describing the different ways that you can play in the center part of the field. And Dio, we would describe him as what you would say is a 2-way player. So he's strong on the defensive side and on the offensive side. So he can play positions that are more defensively oriented in the midfield, and he can play positions that are more attacking oriented in the midfield. So he's able to go what we say is 2 ways. So he's not strictly a defender or strictly an attacker. He's in between.
So a couple of our students have asked whether you've ever gotten injured while playing.
They want to know if you've ever been injured.
Like if I was playing with an injury, like
Yeah, or no, if you have you had any injuries?
yeah, I had like no like big injuries. I think
Yeah.
like it was just like groove like in my knee. So like,
Soreness.
yeah, soreness in my knee. Yeah, so I didn't like really have like, I'm just like having this injury at the moment, but then that's like one of my the injury I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's keeping me out for long.
Yeah. What is your injury right now?
I fractured my ankle.
Yeah.
What do you think about Copenhagen and Denmark just since you joined FCN?
I think it's a nice place, and I like to go to Copenhagen a lot when I have the time. And but now I can't go because like we are like restricted to stay home a lot most of the times, and not like be with a lot of people. But then when like when I had time, I was going there a lot, and I was enjoying the city. I was seeing a lot because we FCN, we are in Farum, and that's like 25 minutes from Copenhagen. So like, and anytime I get like I like to go and see the town, and yeah.
So Coach Long has asked me to ask whether you have any questions for us. Just
Yeah, I think so. You guys like I know some friends in US, in America, and I know like they are like mostly like in the high schools. But is this like a high school or a high school?
am I in high school?
I think the question is our school structure. To answer your question, we are a K-12 high school or K-12 academic institution, meaning we have high school, middle school, and lower school. So for all of us in the building, we have different areas of the building that our different divisions occupy.
Yeah. So during COVID, the school has basically been cut up into 3 pieces, and people from one part aren't allowed to go to the other part because it's like, so we have different divisions, and that's kind of how it usually is, except that we're allowed to go to the other divisions without COVID.
So Dio he was talking about with that question, at Right to Dream, half the students in each year group go to America to go to boarding school during high school. So Dio is in the group that came to Denmark and started their professional training with tournaments and traveling and being in Denmark with the coaches here. But he has classmates that went to America and went to boarding school. So he was just curious if your school also had a boarding option.
No, we don't, but some other schools in the area do.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to boarding school when I was in high school, and for us, it's a fun model to get some of that experience of living with your teammates, living with your friends. Here, we still have that close-knit community feel as we see each other in different areas of school life. So we have school and classes, but we also have our teams, and our athletic competitions to also bring the community together. Any other questions, Dio?
I know you guys miss football a lot, right?
Yeah.
You're not able to play any football at the moment.
Sorry?
You're not able to play any football at the moment.
No, at the moment, sports are called off because of COVID-19 complications in the fall. So for us, the fall is September through November. We were able to run some football sessions, but they were technical-based sessions. So we couldn't look at any systems of play or any competitive games, but we did work on ball-related skills. So not quite football as we know and love it, but enough to get on the field and have some moment of brightness in our days. I have a question for you, Dio. I was wondering if you could share a little bit about the importance of nutrition as a player as you're growing up. I think your nutrition, your diet is a little bit different from what we might have here as we play our games and we do our preparations. Talk to us a little bit about your nutrition and your diet, please.
Yeah, I think I was so lucky to have a nutritionist here, and we had him like not long ago, and I think for me like I was like told that I have to add a lot of weight and I have to eat a lot, and because like I'm somebody who doesn't like to eat, so during this period with my injury, I know I have to like eat healthy and eat a lot of vegetables to also like help heal my fracture in my leg. So like mostly we have like when I have like breakfast here at the club, I mostly like to like explain like everything I take.
I don't know.
Like
How much detail do you want?
As much as you want to share.
All right.
It's fascinating for us.
so yeah, I have like breakfast here. I take mostly eggs and bread and some muesli and yogurt. So that's like and fruit also. Like so like I eat a lot in the morning and like and I go for practice, and after that like I come for lunch and I take like mostly we have like rice, like different options like rice, pasta and some meat. So like I have a lot of portion of carbohydrate because like I have like use most of my energy and I have to like get that energy back and yeah. But at the moment I'm eating a lot of like protein things and more chicken and more meat to heal my leg. So I think these are the things that I'm taking more at the moment because I want to heal faster. And in the evening, like I live alone and I cook like some African food sometimes, but healthy African food. And yeah, those are like the things I eat like during the day.
And you guys take some supplements too, right?
Yeah, we have like we take like something like we call creatine for people like me like who have to add weight to help us like to increase in weight, and we also like eat like a lot during the day like snacks, and yeah we eat a lot of snacks, like I eat a lot of snacks to keep my body weight high.
Do you also get a special smoothie from Bruno?
Yeah, we use there. I also get a lot of smoothies and yeah, smoothie like banana smoothie with with creatine inside that. Like it's like it's not nice to take, but then it's important for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do everything to finish it and to finish my food every day. Yeah.
So we have two groups in the first team, and there's the beef group, which is the ones that need to get bigger, and then there's the burn group, and the burns need to eat less and trim down. So we call them the beef and the burn.
Wow.
I'm the beef team. So
I think almost everyone is in the beef.
yeah. Almost everyone.
Dio, you said you cook African food. Can you share with us a little bit of your favorite dishes to cook? Something like maybe to feel good after a good win or after a good result with the team.
Yeah, mostly I make rice and chicken some stew. Yeah, those are like the one I do a lot. But I also like do something like we call acheke is like cassava, and yeah, I think that's like one of my favorite food from back home. So I make it like once a week, and I think that's okay for me because
Nice.
it's
Yeah.
like it's so healthy for me to
Yeah.
take.
Where do you get the cassava?
So I actually brought some from vacation when I came back. I was like to Copenhagen to the city, and we have like an African shop where you can get like almost everything you need from Africa, and yeah, I get from there, and I just like have it in my fridge, and when I'm ready to make it, and I just make it.
Is that gari?
It's close to Gary, but then it's like we the Ivorians we took it to another like level because I know the Ghanaian they kept it to Gary, and we made it like something like special. You can have it with fish and yeah, like with tomatoes, and you can have it with chicken also. So it's like it's a very good food
Yeah.
to try.
I only asked because I'm learning myself, and I just made some red and gari over the weekend. So
That's
yeah,
nice. I like that also. Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah.
My last question for you is about mindfulness. Here at school and Roycemore, we love mindfulness as a new way to support our kids in their day-to-day lives. And I'm wondering how mindfulness has affected you and your team, and what you're doing with that to ensure that you have success at the highest levels.
So like here it's a like because it's a professional football environment, and mostly like players take responsibility for everything like that. But then we also have like psychologists here
Mm.
who have been helping us with our mind and everything. But personally, I used to have um some app called Headspace. I don't know if you hear of it, Headspace. So I use that to a lot, like especially before games and and all that. But I also like listen to the Quran a lot because I think it's the recitation of the Quran is like like it's peaceful, and I think it's I also use that to before games and to just prepare my mind for any like activity I'm going to do like on a page. And I think it's like helped me a lot. So like for those who don't know the application is it's called Headspace. Maybe they can try it.
Mm.
Yeah, it's it helps a lot because it's
Yeah.
also like giving you ideas on mindfulness and what you have to do to prepare your mind for any kind of activity.
Do you also do daily prayer? And would you call that part of your mindfulness as well?
I pray like five times a day, and I think it's like a connection between me and God, and then because like it's kind of like exercise like praying,
Mm.
but then also I focus throughout my prayer, and yeah, that's like also like
Yeah.
mindfulness for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I do it like almost every day. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you for that. Yeah, we're pushing into new territory with mindfulness. It hasn't been a part of athletics or school for a long time up until kind of recent years. So we're wondering how FCN, as in some ways as an education institution, uses that in the practice. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Um, well, class, everybody tuning in, we do have time for some last questions, but we want to make sure that you all are set up for the next thing that you have on the schedule. If you want to stay around, there's a little bit of time, the last 5 minutes of this block, to ask some last questions. But other than that, thank you so much for joining us. This was really fun and exciting, and helped us see a different way of life out in Denmark. So thank you so much to all. I think we have some questions coming in here.
I think some of those are repeats that were answered before. So
Cool. Oh, and we have somebody that says, yeah, I use Headspace. So we do have some students here that definitely are familiar with it too. Thank you. Well, all right, class. Thank you so much for everything. Get to your next activity, get to your next class, and we'll talk soon to unpack this really cool discussion with Dio and with Will at FC Nordsjælland. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you guys very much, and good luck to all of you guys. Do you have any last words?
Yeah, thank you for having me, and really yeah, and I've really enjoyed talking to you guys and answering the questions. And I hope you are going to like pick up some things I said and apply it to your life.
Yeah,
Thank
of course. Definitely do that. Well, please stay safe, and we'll be cheering you on from here in Evanston, Illinois, a small town near Chicago. So you have some new fans, Dio, and we're hoping for your success.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thanks, Bot. Thanks,
Thanks,
Aiden.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.